With increased availability and ease of use of development boards such as Arduino, it's becoming more commonplace to create custom data systems and control systems and have a requirement to interface them with your media server. The aim of this tutorial is to look at an existing patch known as UDP receiver, which can be downloaded from our forum, and to look at it and to understand how to extract packets of data from the overall UDP data stream. Okay, so here on the screen I've got some components set up already. This is actually the patch. So what we're seeing here, we're seeing our Ethernet receive module, and in here is where we will see our data packets. And then we've got two ways of working with it. The one that we've got on the left is going to convert the extracted data into a texture, so that's to say we'll be able to see it on a window. And the other one is going to give us a number value which we could use to control something. So what I'm going to do for the number value, I'm going to put a monitor so that we can see the value coming out of there. And then we'll have a window to look at the texture that comes out of that one. Okay, so I've set up the IP of the device that is sending to me. I've made sure I'm using the same port number as well, and I'm hoping that we can just click on begin listening, and if I start my data stream at the other end, there we go. Okay, so we can start to see our data coming in. Now let's look a bit more closely at what these modules are actually doing. So first of all, let's look at our number section here on the right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to open up this window here just so that we can actually see this value showing on here. Okay, great. So at the moment we're saying take characters 9 to 17. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's around there to the end of the number. You can see we're starting at that second decimal point, actually, the second number before the decimal point. So let's say that we just want to take the very first character. So we would just change that from 0 to 1, like so. And you can see that it's actually giving me that very first number and converting it there. So obviously if we boost that up a little bit, 0 to 2, 0 to 3, 4, 5 and so on, and we could actually extract the whole number there in total if we really wanted to. So numbers is really easy, so we can just specify the components that we want to take. Obviously you'll need your floats to have the same amount of digits at all times for this to work. So another common use for strings is to use them as text. Maybe you could be receiving text remotely from a network device or something like that. So we've got a very similar setup. Again, we've got this substring module, and so here it's saying take character 0 up to 12, and then it goes into this string texture module, and this will make a rasterized texture from our string input. And just down here we specify the output resolution of that as well as the font size. So hopefully if we give that a press, we should see that there. There we go. Now what I'll do, just so that we can see this a little bit easier about the parts that we're extracting, I'm actually going to send a text message now instead of some numbers. Let me just swap that over. There we go. So we've got the message. This is a test message sent over UDP. So just to confirm what I was meaning about these substring components, if I take that end number down, 1, there we go. So character 0 to 0, 0 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and so on. And then I can even bring the front up and change that starting point. So you can see there we're starting at character 10. So if we count along 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's actually starting there. There we go. So it's a really easy way to extract strings and data. If we go back to that original example with the moving numbers, like so. So you notice that I've actually got two sets of numbers there. Let me just get rid of that one. So if we put that back to 0, and we put that down to, take that off, take that off, you see my There we go. So we've got one set of numbers there. And so that tells me that the next one's going to start at 9. And let's just say 17. There we go. And so if we were to compare the number on this monitor here and this one here, we'd see that they're actually different values. We've got the two different values there. So you can actually use UDP strings to bulk transfer large amounts of values in one go, and as long as you know the location within that data stream of the values that you wish to use, you can extract them in any way that you want.